Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting video for you all. Now this video is something very different to anything I've ever done before. It is a special effects Halloween makeup tutorial, and the good thing about this is that you don't need to go out and buy expensive special effects makeup. I figured out a way that you can do it without buying special effects makeup or anything. All you need is glue and like cotton balls and tissues and stuff like that. So I have tested this out before. I have done it once before I filmed this video, and then obviously I did it when I filmed this video, and I can promise you now that the glue does not do anything to my face. It doesn't break me out or anything. If you do have super sensitive skin, I would be careful with what kind of glue you put on your face. But for me personally, you will see which glue I use later in the video, but it didn't do anything for me and it worked perfectly. And if you know anything about me, you know that I'm a super girly girl, but I have this weird obsession for like scary things and horror and gore and I don't know, all that kind of scary stuff, which is kind of weird. That's why I was so excited when I taught myself how to do this. I think it is so cool, and it is a very effective thing to add to your Halloween costume. You don't even have to really dress up. You can wear like, I don't know, you could wear like a nice pretty dress or something, do your makeup all nice, and then put this like disgusting graze or slash or whatever you decide to do on your face. You don't have to do it exactly how I did it in the video. You can change it up and position it differently on your face. I did want to try to do it on my neck here, but I didn't get to try that out, but I think that would look really cool if you did like a slit across your neck. But yeah, this is really easy, and it is really easy for beginners. It is using only makeup and plus like the glue and everything. And yeah, I don't want to make this intro too long, so let's get into the video. So I'm going to start off this look with my makeup already done. You can do your makeup however you wish. You can do it a lot more dramatic than I have. I've kind of just gone for more of a natural look. And then to start off the Halloween portion of the makeup look, I am just giving myself a little bit of a black eye. So I'm just using red tones and purple tones and a little bit of blue tones just to kind of make myself look a bit tired on one side of my face. And now I'm just taking, this is actually a lipstick. You can use eyeliner or you can even use a texter if you want, but I'm pretty much just outlining where I'm going to put the cuts. They're not really cuts, they're a lot bigger than cuts. The wounds, whatever you want to call them. But I've decided to focus this on one side of my face, as you can see. So now I'm just taking a cotton ball and pulling that apart, and a cotton swab. And I'm going to be dipping that in this Mod Podge glue, and don't worry, this is 100% safe for your skin. I am just going to outline with the glue where I have outlined with the lipstick, and then you don't need to put too much glue, just a little, just enough to hold the cotton ball down, because you're going to be putting more glue on top of that later. So now I'm just putting on the cotton ball, just like stretching it out and placing it on the outline. And now I'm just putting more glue on top of the cotton ball, and this is just to stick it down. And you want to make sure when you are doing this that around the edges you kind of want to drag it out a little bit and kind of blend it in as much as you can to make it look as real as you can. And I didn't do, this is only the second time that I've done this, so the bottom of this one that I'm doing now, as you can probably see, I didn't stick down too well. But the rest of it I'm happy with. But you pretty much just want to blend it out and make sure it blends into your skin as best as you can. And so yeah, that's basically all you do for the first part of the wounds. And so I'm just going to continue to do that on the top one. And yeah, like I said, you just want to really make sure that you blend it out so it can look as real as possible. And then you just want to wait for a few minutes for the glue to dry before you put anything else on top of it. Otherwise, this will not work out at all. It doesn't take that long to dry. It took maybe 10-15 minutes. And while I was waiting for it to dry, I was just eating some grapes. And now the glue is pretty much dry. So I'm just going to go in and start kind of picking at it and pulling a few holes in it. And this is going to make it, once you put all the colors in and everything, this is going to give it a lot of depth and make it look like your skin is kind of peeling off at the edges, and it's going to make the wound look really deep and gross. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm just lifting up the edges a little bit and pulling a few holes in it. And this doesn't have to be neat, because obviously if something like this were to actually happen to your face, it would not be neat. So now I'm just going in with my foundation and applying that over the white to blend it into my skin. And this doesn't have to be too blended in, because you are going to be putting a ton of reds and browns and blues and purples and bruising and fake blood all over this a little bit later, so that's going to kind of cover it up and help it blend in a little bit. So this doesn't have to be too perfect. Just try to match it to your skin tone as best as possible. And then I'm just adding some powder to set that. And now I'm going to go in with the same color that I put under my eye, but a little bit darker, a little bit more of it, and I'm putting that under where I have opened it a little bit, as you can see, and that's going to give it a lot of depth and make it look really deep. And I'm just applying that all over the top one, and then I'm going to be doing the same to the other one. And that's pretty much all you're going to be doing, is applying a whole bunch of like browns and reds and making it look very irritated and sore. And now I'm going in with a dark red lipstick, and I'm using one of those little eyeshadow things that you use like when you're a kid, when you first start to apply eyeshadow. I found that this actually didn't work too well, so eventually I just decided to go straight in with the lipstick. The lipstick is from Face of Australia, and I believe the colour is Ruby Delight. I'm just going off the top of my head here. I'm not 100% sure. I will let you know down in the description if you want to know which colour this lipstick is, because it was actually pretty cheap. And all of the makeup that I'm using for this is very affordable, and I made my own fake blood as well, which you will see later. So this look is very easy and very cheap. You don't need to go out and buy a whole bunch of special effects makeup, which is good. So as you can see, I'm just applying more of the lipstick, and this gives it more of that bloody kind of look. And now I'm going in with some eyeliner. You might think it's weird to be applying black, but this does give it a lot of depth, and I will be going through and blending that out later so it doesn't look as harsh. But this just kind of makes it look a bit more bruised and sore and kind of gross. And so now I'm going through and blending that out with the same little thing I was using before. I have no idea what these things are called. Eyeshadow sponges? I don't know. But yeah, and I'm just blending it all out, and then I'm going around the edges and making it look more messy and kind of smudged and smudging it around the edges, so that kind of covers up where your skin and the glue meet, and it makes it look a lot more real. Now I'm going in with the fake blood I made, and this is just Vaseline that I put in the microwave to soften a little bit and red food coloring. So I'm just taking a lip brush and I'm applying that inside of the cut, and this makes it look a lot, I don't want to use the word fresher because that just kind of grosses me out, but like it was just done and like it's bleeding. If you want the blood to drip and look like more real, I guess, you can put the Vaseline in the microwave for a lot longer and make it a lot more runnier, and then I guess it'll drip. But I didn't feel the need to do that for this look, and plus I was sitting on my bed and I have white bed sheets, so I didn't really want to get fake blood on those. But yeah, so I'm just blending it out, making it look nice and messy, nice and gross. And yeah, that's it. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. I think it's pretty easy for beginners, considering this is only my second time trying special effects makeup. So yeah, if I can do it, you can do it. And I think this will be very effective, and your friends will be very impressed if you turn out to a Halloween party with this.
Once upon a time, I was all alone. How you like me now?